Okay, guys and gals, let's get back to it. Last time we were talking a little bit about the importance of a personal brand and what that really means and how to avoid some pretty big pitfalls when starting to talk about a brand and how to start expressing that out into the world, right? Because we want this to be a platform, a springboard for you to launch yourself off of. And so either you're launching your products and services or you're launching yourself personally and professionally. It kind of works both ways, and it really should work both ways. So, thinking holistically about this, we want it to be a unified platform for you. So, as a piece of that, if we really want it to work, not only in terms of who you are personally and professionally, as well as your products and services, we also need to be discussing who you are as an individual. So, where I start with companies when I'm doing branding, and where I would really strongly recommend that you start as an individual looking at your personal branding is to create a personal identity statement. So, who you really are. I want you to play to your strengths. I want you to, maybe take the Strengths Finder assessment. I'd recommend taking your MBTI personality profile or your DISC assessment. The Fascinate profile is another really great tool. But really start looking at who you are, how you receive yourself, how you process and interact with the world around you, and then also look at how people receive you. And that's one of the great things about the Fascinate profile is that it will talk with you about how people perceive your value. So what your strengths are as far as other people receive you, which is really the whole point of marketing, right? Is we want people to be excited about what you offer, not excited about what you think you are. So, little difference there. So, where I'd really start recommending that you invest your time would be looking internally to say, who am I? What do I offer? What are my biggest strengths? What am I most excited about? And even maybe creating a Venn diagram about that, right? There are several cool things out on social media that talk about exactly that, about getting into that sweet spot of your strengths, your interests, your passions, and your values, and what you can offer most to the world. But yeah, start with an identity statement. Start talking about who you really are, and then after that, I'd get into your unique value proposition. So if you look at who you are, hopefully you can look at who might ideally be interested in that, and then talk about what you have to offer as an individual, that your experiences and your perspectives and your unique personality and the way that you interact with the world offers to them that they wouldn't be able to get from someone else. And when you really get down to it, products and services can be mimicked over and over and over and over again. Quite frankly, the more we become a globalized economy, there's a pretty decent chance that there's someone out there who's not only doing your product and service better than you are, but is doing it cheaper and more efficiently than you are. So if you really want to get down to your unique value, it's not your product, it's not your service, it's not your customer service. What it really is who you are and how you interact with others. And you've got to feel pretty darn good about that, and you've got to feel pretty darn confident about that, and then you've got to be able to stand behind that in your marketing. So if you want to look at building a personal brand, start with your identity statement, do a little research beforehand to find out who you are and how people receive you, and then look at your unique value proposition. So, what do you offer? What are you saying? What do you do? How do you interact with others that makes you particularly unique? And then stand behind that. So, later this week, we will get into part 3 of how to start emphasizing all of that and how to start building out channel management strategies based upon your identity and value proposition. Have a great day, guys.